Hello there and welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, specifically fabulous downtown Las Vegas, Nevada, right in the middle of the day on a Wednesday, which for Las Vegas might as well be 8 in the morning. We've been going at it hard, wandering around the Las Vegas Strip in the last couple of episodes, and this morning, or I should say today, when I woke up I realized our time in Las Vegas is drawing to a close, and I still hadn't come down here to old downtown Las Vegas, also known, or better known, as Fremont Street and the Fremont Street Experience. Now, it is very windy outside today. We've been experiencing a crazy windstorm down here in the southwestern United States. Back home in California, fires are burning everything down. Yet here in Las Vegas, everyone remains unconcerned. It really is a world unto itself. Look at that, they're playing all this music out here. This guy is drumming away on some buckets. The photo op showgirls are doing their thing, plying their trade. There was a very nice one named Stella who just talked to me for a little while. Look at this. They are not employees and cannot demand payment. She tried her best. I was like, dude, I have no cash. I'm sorry, Stella. I'm sorry. If only I'd had $1, we could have got her in the video. Stella! Oh my gosh, they are playing the presidents of the United States of America out here. Look at, there's some more there's a lot of showgirls down here. Stella was just telling me she came from CES over there. They're all over. They know where to be. They know where the action is at. I said, what'd you guys come down here for then? There's so few people roaming around Fremont Street at the moment. It's right in the middle of the afternoon. They were basically like, we know when things flip. We know where to be. Look at this. This whole end, the western end of Fremont Street has changed quite a lot of new construction. Look at this, just a lady just dancing. She's just dancing her heart out for tips. And look at this guy right here. That is Vegas Vic up there. He has been a symbol of Las Vegas, an icon here since 1951. Obviously, he's not all lit up right now. The ceiling is lit up for some reason, but most of Fremont Street really doesn't light up until nightfall. Whenever I'm down here, all I can think of is James Bond in 1971's Diamonds Are Forever. Did you know Las Vegas Vic, or Vegas Vic I should say, used to say howdy partner and wave his thumb up there. I wish he still said howdy partner. I wish someone would say howdy partner. Today my only friend down here was Stella. All right, look at this building right here. Not the glitz and the glitter, not the street level stuff, the building itself. This is the Golden Gate Hotel and Casino. It started its life in 1906. It was the first building in Las Vegas to have a telephone. This thing has been around here for a long time. It wasn't named the Golden Gate until the mid-1950s when it became famous for its shrimp cocktail. This is the exact kind of thing I like to do when I'm walking around someplace like Las Vegas, is looking through the layers, trying to find out if there's any history here. In 1906, the Hotel Vegas, sorry, my brain, the Hotel Nevada, I mean, that is a fine piece of history, a fine chunk, if you will. And then right across the street, it's my favorite place. It's the Plaza Hotel and Casino. The model, literally, they built a model that looked like it for Biff's Casino in Back to the Future Part 2. Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise Casino and Hotel. Every time I come here, I'm like, whoa. Listen, I know I have mentioned that many times in the past, but here's the thing. If you are a Back to the Future fan, you cannot come to Las Vegas without paying homage to Biff Tannen's Pleasure Paradise. I also have some significant history with my old band, The Scarred, right here. But look at this across the street. Look at Circa. Look at the new stuff they have built here. They are trying to transform the old downtown Las Vegas with new casinos, new experiences. Circa is absolutely massive. Look at the size of that thing. It dominates the skyline over here now. Just wanted to come by and take a peek at it, take a look. I have really no idea what in the world I'm doing today. Like I said, we've been going at it hard on the strip for several days. I was just gonna lay in bed and rest. I'm gonna finish editing some of the videos I got a little sidetracked and behind on, and it's windy outside. Wind and camera are not friends, wind and cameras, I should say. But as I was laying in bed thinking, you know, maybe I should just rest today, I realized I'm not good at that. That's not what I do. That's not my thing. Oh, look at this. They're advertising the Slotzilla zip line that is right over our heads. I haven't seen any zip liners this morning. That zip line is actually in my book. If you read my book, you'll remember this exact zip line. And the very funny story, very funny experience my friend George and I had out here at that zip line. Sad to say, no, it does not involve me being on the zip line. I don't think that will ever happen. That thing freaks me the heck out. I love coming down here because they have everything from sketch artists and people dancing randomly to the dirty characters, as I call them. One of my favorite memories of walking around down here was meeting a dirty Pee Wee Herman over here. Now, the dirty appellation, you know, like when I say dirty Mickey, dirty Chewbacca, all that kind of stuff, I'm not actually saying anything bad about the people. I'm just referring to sort of the ragtag Chinese knockoff costumes of famous mascot characters. You know, you see Dirty Mickey having a cigarette on the side of Las Vegas Boulevard or something like that. The characters, or should I say the street performers themselves, I absolutely adore. I love the fact that they're out here doing their thing. They add a lot of charm, they add a lot of entertainment. They definitely make things a lot more fun. Oh, there goes Stella right there. She got a new target. She's got to get those photos, man. I love it. They work hard out here, you know, a lot harder than you would think. It's not easy to get people to stop and take that photo, grab a couple. She was telling me they even have like Cash App, Venmo, all that kind of stuff. I told her, that's a great sales pitch and that's awesome. I wish I could help you out, but I'm living in the past. I have none of those apps on my phone, not any of them. I like Fremont Street because it's sort of the filthy version of Las Vegas. I can't even show you those t-shirts over there on the left. This is a family-friendly show. You got all your beer o'clock souvenirs down here, your offensive political t-shirts, your kind of adult activity t-shirts and booty shorts everywhere. Look at that Viva Vegas right there. Look, it's just like the mayhem, all the signs and the advertising, like, come in and buy something, please. I'm just looking at these t-shirts like, no, I'm not gonna show you that. If I wouldn't discuss it with my mother, I'm not discussing it with you. Not here anyway. Side note out of everything down here, I think this guy is my favorite. This is Crazy Eli right here, the mascot of Crazy Eli's Western Village. It's awesome. Most statues like that in the world are just sort of nicknamed Prospector Dan. This one here, he's Crazy Eli. Or maybe it's Crazy Ely, because it's spelled like Ely, Nevada. Either way, he's nuts. He's looking for gold on Fremont Street. Well, isn't everybody? Fremont Street may be the home of filth and flesh and alcohol. Oh, so much alcohol. All things I'm sort of about. Over here behind the Heart Attack Grill, just past this sign for Denny's, is something that very much strikes my interest every time I come here. It's the Toy Shack, as seen on Pawn Stars. This place is absolutely packed with action figures and toys going all the way back to the 1950s sometimes. It's fantastic in there. Look at this, comic cards, comics. Dude, I cannot pronounce any words today. Words are not my thing, I guess. Comics, cards, and toys. Like I said, it's packed. Dudes, look at this. See what I'm talking about? They have a little bit of everything, including several things I have never seen before. That's why I love popping in here, even if it's just for a brief moment or two. Just look at this wall of cars right here. Look at the Hot Wheels selection alone. But look, everything from 90s Looney Tunes action figures, gargoyles. I mean, you will see something from your childhood in here. Guaranteed. Ooh, we need a store like this in Anaheim. Check this out. Look at the comic book section. They've totally reorganized this place since the last time I was in here. Ooh, horror figures, giant life-size ETs. I love that. Look at this. They've got sports cars and, of course, Funko Pops, helmets, guitars. Check out these vintage matchbook cars. Amazing. They've got mask figures, 80s, old school G.I. Joe. Oh, and, of course, Ninja Turtles galore. Dude, I have never seen those little Willow figurines before. It was hard not to walk out of there with General Kale and Man Mardigan. Whew. And I forgot about this place. I still haven't gone in there. The Movie Prop Experience, a movie prop museum right over here. Check it out. Check out the Jurassic Park Explorer. Doesn't have the big plastic top on it, but you know what? Still freaking awesome. Whoa. Okay, this is already more impressive than I figured it was going to be. They have tons of costumes in here, tons of props. Everything from a brick of cocaine from The Departed, a Halo pistol right here, props from Sharknado. Oh my gosh, that is an alien from freaking Cocoon. I was not expecting Cocoon props. Dang, look at this. A VFX face from The Mummy. Dude, there's the Book of the Dead. Whoa. No way. Chronicles of Narnia, John Carter, Total Recall, the new one. The Fifth Element. Whoa. Yesterday I was talking about Stargate. This is also another underrated movie from the 90s. Not as underrated, but still. Okay, this is impressive. Most impressive. I mean, fantastic. Bunch of Star Trek props over here, including original series tribbles. Holy cow, this is amazing. I can't show you every single one, or it would take forever because it's really packed in. I saw it from the outside last time I was here, and I was like, it's so small. How much stuff can they have? Well, apparently a lot. There is a lot of stuff packed in here. A bunch of horror props over here. Lots and lots of masks. There's a stunt axe from Dr. Sleep. Another underrated movie. 2019 Dr. Sleep. I thought Ewan McGregor did a fantastic job. Holy crap. That is the costume from Darkman. There's also the Halloween 2007 Michael Myers jumpsuit. Not as interested in that. That is freaking Darkman right there, you guys. Dude, look at this. This is my favorite thing of them all. Look at the freaking Batman movie props. That is an original Batman Returns costume. That is Batman. Holy crap, Jim Carrey's cane from Batman Forever. Look at the props there from Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. Look at this collection of penguins from Batman Returns. They have all different kinds for the visual effects, all different versions of the puppets over here, or the miniatures. Oh my gosh. I like how they also shoved one of Superman's capes from Man of Steel in 2013 back here. I'm not interested in Superman because that is a freaking original Batman Returns costume right there. That is crazy. These things are terribly difficult to preserve. All right, Batman and Robin may be one of the worst Batman movies ever, but we grew up with it. And there's one of Robin's masks right there. Dang, look at the size of that puppet right here, a hero penguin, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Boy, look at Chris O'Donnell's codpiece right there. And yes, there they are, the famous nipples on those Joel Schumacher Robin costumes. I can't get over this though, dude. A Tim Burton Batman Returns costume. Epic. There's a crow from The Crow. There's puppets from Puppet Master. You got a little Freddy Krueger glove over here. Whoa. A prototype creature from The Village. You guys remember The Village, 2004? M. Night Shyamalan. Others disagree. I thought that movie was actually really good. It was fantastic. I kind of saw the plot twist coming halfway through the movie. I'm like, wait a minute. But I still really enjoyed it. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. Look at the Harry Potter props over here. Dang. Feel free to wear the robe, hat, glasses, and hold the wands. A little photo op over here. A little selfie station in the corner. But look at these are some screen-used props from the films. A very big deal. There's an original Gryffindor sweater. Original Slytherin sweater. That's pretty cool. I have not watched all of these films. I've seen a couple of them now, not all of them. They're fun, you know, different strokes for different folks. Not my favorite movies, but I did enjoy watching the ones I watched. One day I just need to watch them all. I gotta finish them. Oh my gosh. Speaking of underrated films, Judge Dredd. The Carl Urban Judge Dredd was so freaking good. I mean, if you like hardcore, sort of violent, apocalyptic future cop movies, that is one of the best. I really wish they would make a sequel to that. Uh-oh, got some 007 props over here from Die Another Day. Not my favorite James Bond movie, but that's okay. Poor Halle Berry. If you're going to be in a Bond movie, that is not the one. I think she's doing all right, though. Holy cow, it's endless. It's endless. Oh my gosh. Small soldiers? Freaking gremlins, too. That's an original gremlin. Got some props from The Force Awakens and from Rogue One. Oh my gosh. A screen-used Mandalorian helmet. A lot of glare on this cabinet right here. I think you can see that. Okay, they got Queen Amidala's pistol, blah, 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 blah. That's very cool. I mean, that is actually very cool. But look, what is that? Is that Jar Jar Binks' hand? Weird. Whoa, that's the bloody glove from the beginning of The Force Awakens. Oh my gosh, it's a Mogwai. It's a Mogwai. Dude, they've got original props from Jaws, The Titanic, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy. So many epic costumes, like screen-used ones, replicas, promotional pieces. That's a screen-used Next Mutation Michelangelo up there. Again, not my favorite Turtle show, but still freaking awesome. Look at these. These are costume displays for the Slee Stacks. Got Hunger Games. A lot of Men in Black stuff in here. Look at the freaking Men in Black alien. That is so cool and so weird. There's one thing in here that grabbed my attention right away. There's no sign on it, so I don't know that it's screen used. But anytime I see any version, custom-made, homemade, fan-made, screen used of the Rocketeer helmet, I am freaking pumped. Maybe the most underrated Disney movie of all time. Wow, I didn't even see all the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. And wait a minute, what's that behind me? Johnny Depp? Okay, so this place isn't the largest in terms of square footage place I have ever been to. But it's one of the most impressive prop collections I've ever seen, stuffed into this small of a space. It's actually really awesome. And the fact that this place is still relatively new blows my mind, because that means it has room to expand and to grow. This is exactly the kind of thing I like to see in Las Vegas. This is the kind of thing I'm always hoping to see everywhere. I cannot get over that Batman. I'm sorry. That is so, so cool. The 1989 Batman film, my favorite. Batman Returns, though, still another favorite. What are you going to do? I mean, it's not as good as the original, but it's still like, it's like kind of stands on its own 2 feet, you know? People either love that one or hate it. I happen to love it. I can't help but love it. It's like a piece of my childhood, you know? Whether it's good or bad, it's part of me. Okay, look at this hibernation pod from Passengers. I never saw that. But the alien inside is from the X-Files. Like the old school X-Files. And a pack of Morleys. Sick. Dude, what's crazy is at the end, there's another big selfie station, which is really cool. You get to get Indiana Jones, fun pic. But at the end, there's a whole little store section here. Some of the stuff they sell in the store is just as impressive as the stuff in the permanent collection. There's a lot of screen-used props for sale in here, which is awesome. And dude, who knew some of your favorite props from some of your favorite films were hiding out on Fremont Street like this? The last time I was here, I didn't go in because I was worried. It was a new place, and I was worried, like, are they going to be camera-friendly and all that stuff? But I just asked them up in the front, I'm like, is camera-friendly? Like, yeah, take all the pictures, do whatever you want, you know? It's just there was like 3 or 4 people in there at the front. And it's such a small space, and I was like a little self-conscious, getting as excited as I felt in there, like, because I was like, oh my gosh, look at this, look at that. It was like a little quiet. That's one of those places where you don't realize how awkward it is to be alone until you're actually in there. Like, you want a buddy in there, so you can be like, dude, look at this and look at that. I tend to talk to myself out loud too, not just when I'm holding a camera, but I mean all the time. And I was in there going, whoa, whoa, look at this. Anyway, Vegas is actually home to several cool toy stores. There's a chain of toy stores out here called Rogue Toys. There's one right across the street from Pawn Stars. They had an old location there that closed down, but I noticed as I was driving up here that it reopened. I mean the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. The pawn shop from Pawn Stars. You know what I'm talking about. I might do a little browsing down there, a little cruise and peruse. And also very close to Fremont Street is someplace I hadn't gone until this trip, the Las Vegas Arts District. And I need to head down there in a second because I made a major mistake yesterday when I went to the car, which I guess I'll explain when we get down there. Here's Fremont Street East here. You can see a lot of the buildings have been refaced, but there's a lot of older buildings here. This was the original downtown Las Vegas when it was just the town. Oh, here comes a camera crew from CES. Look at all the cameras on these guys. Holy cow. It's a lot of filming power. They were holding those signs saying they're filming. They were filming me, filming them, filming me. Weird. But yeah, this was the original downtown where you had your theaters, your banks, and you got your hotels and stuff. But when the casinos started coming in, obviously downtown was not so functional as a downtown for the residents of Las Vegas anymore. And so they kind of moved into the former industrial area and created a new commercial strip a little ways away. That is what's now the Arts District, because of course it just kept going away and away. Like the place where the local residents would shop, as it got touristier and touristier, would just move farther and farther away. And now if you're a Las Vegas resident, you probably don't come anywhere near the Strip. Certainly I hear a lot of people who live here like, oh, the Strip, I don't want to go down there. Fremont Street, all that kind of stuff. You're living on the outskirts, you know, you're going to a big shopping center with a Target in it and all that stuff. Although if you drive around here for more than 3 seconds, you'll see people live here. There are houses, there are little neighborhoods all around. There are places where, well, multiple neighborhoods where people have really tried to make things have a big comeback. And look at this over here. This is a revitalization project that apparently has gone well. It's still here. It's Container Park. This place was a big part of trying to revitalize Fremont East, right? Like Fremont Street East, this whole section over here that's sort of been falling on hard times. It opened in 2013, so it's been here for a while now. And I'd love to go and show you the inside, but the last time I went in Container Park and pointed a camera in there, I got yelled at. And then the next time I came back and pointed a camera in there, I got yelled at. And I could see that lady over there is looking at me like, what's he doing? What's he doing? This giant praying mantis is an art car from Burning Man. It actually shoots fire at night. I don't know if it still does. I've never been here at night to see the fire shooting out. For whatever reason, I've just never been down here when it was going. I mean, I've been down here at night. And right between that last clip and this clip, someone came over and was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm pointing the camera at a giant freaking praying mantis. Apparently I was standing just over the line there inside of it. This private I don't know why they don't like cameras. It's very weird. You can take selfies in there, but you point a camera at the giant fire-breathing praying mantis if you're 2 inches over the line on the wrong side of the sidewalk and they get grumpy. I don't know why. It's weird. Well, I guess they're doing fine without our help. They've been open for 12 years or so. Look at that old ruby slipper there. I absolutely love that they started taking some of the old abandoned, broken neon signs, the discarded neon of the past, and they started to display it on the streets of Las Vegas. Some of them light up at night now, they're reanimated at night. There's a particularly large smattering of them around downtown Las Vegas, which is perfect because you think of old school Las Vegas, that's what you think of. This downtowner motel sign, that's a current sign. That is for the downtowner motel and apartments over there. That's not something put here for art purposes, but look at this old school gas station still surviving here. That's an old filling station, that's what that is. Awesome. And even though, you know, this is still sort of hard times, the farther east you go, the harder the times get on Fremont Street. Look at this casino over here. There's still a lot of cool old neon signs and old mid-century buildings, and especially a lot of street art out here that I really like cruising around and looking at. The Western Hotel and Casino, it's got this marquee over here, look at this. If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving is not for you. But this is the best one right here. Check it out. Life is beautiful, and so are you. It's very true. Also, why is the Pink Panther... Man, the Pink Panther hit the slots, I guess. He hit the jackpot over here. Anyway, that's for you guys. Life is beautiful, and so are you. All right, let's get out of here. To the Arts District. Sorry about the wind. I can't control the weather yet. I left my other camera equipment at home. All right, regulators. Let's mount up. Hey, whatever happened to Emilio Estevez? I want to meet Emilio Estevez. Probably never going to happen, but it'd be awesome. All right, it's not a very far drive at all. In fact, I probably could have walked down there, but, whoa, I better make the light. But, I don't know if I really made that. All right, let me call a buddy of mine. He knows everything there is to know about Emilio Estevez. All right, well, parked the car, made it down to the Arts District. Like I said, this was another little old downtown section at one time for local residents. Mix of industrial and commercial buildings. I mean, literally on Main Street, that has now become the home of sort of artsy little bars and restaurants and vintage shops, art galleries, stuff like that. Some vintage clothing right here for you. Tons of murals and street art. That's a cool place to walk around. There's also a couple of antique shops. One in particular has got a lot of old Las Vegas swag inside. In fact, here it is, right here. Main Street Peddlers Antique Mall. I heard there's some other bigger, crazier antique malls a little farther south, but Allie and I came in this one the other day, and it was our friend's birthday this week who really enjoys old vintage Las Vegas stuff. We found some cool stuff in here. I'll explain. There was kind of a neat little thing in here that we purchased. Not a big deal. We got her one of these Las Vegas mystery bags right here. You notice they're in the paper sacks. Well, the other day I also went to the pharmacy to pick something up, and they put that in a paper sack. And I was reaching in the back seat. I was confused as to which sack was which, and I ripped open the mystery bag. So I'm here to replace it. But in the meantime, there's so much good stuff in here. And one booth in particular I want to show you right in the corner here. I've been following this shop for a while. It's Tiki Lee's Tiki Shop. There's a whole bunch of tiki stuff crammed in here. I mean, some really great stuff. You got a lot of vintage tiki mugs. Look at these light fixtures, dude. I really, really want that. I don't own my house, or I'd buy that and install that in 2 seconds. Lots and lots of sort of Polynesian-themed records, lots of antiques and fun stuff. It's a whole bucket of fun. That's pretty cool. Look at this little Papua New Guinea guy. I mean, it's packed with tiki treasures. I cannot hate that, that's for sure. And this is awesome. It is awesome to see this again. Old Sad Eyes the Pirate, a little painted palm frond, painted by my friend Leroy E. Schmaltz, the godfather of tiki. Leroy was my friend. He's the guy that got me into tiki carving. His business partner Bob just recently passed away, as well as Leroy passing away a little while ago. Their business was called Oceanic Arts. It was legendary. They created all of the best mid-century tiki stuff. There was auctions. Everything went, you know, to the four winds. So it's nice to see a piece of Leroy Schmaltz history right here at Tiki Lee's. And the booth next door is all vintage Vegas stuff. I mean, everything. Ashtrays, menus, old vintage magazines. Look at that. Employee jackets from the Stardust and all the casinos over here. If you're into vintage Vegas, this is the place to grab some swag. Dude, I mean, look at all this stuff. Everything from pocket knives to cheesy souvenir shoe horns. They got belt buckles down there from the Golden Nugget, the Frontier. They got the old playing card decks. That is freaking awesome. Oh, look at the old dice right here. Oh, shut the front door. Look at that right there. Howdy, partner. What'd I tell you? All right, not what I'm here for. I'm here to grab one of these bags of swag, and then I'm supposed to leave. But I can't help looking around. I can't help it. There's just way too much good stuff in here. I mean, everywhere. There's so many little nooks and crannies to explore. And I'm a cranny guy. I love to explore all the crannies. Dude, whenever I see glasses like this, I don't think of Elvis. I think of my friend Adam the Woo, who's down in Belize right now. You been watching those videos? Crazy. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen one of these in 1,000 years. A Garfield phone. All right. Anyway, as you can see, this is just one store. The Arts District is full of all kinds of art galleries and strange things and vintage shops, like I said. Definitely worth your time. I'll have to explore it more in a future adventure next time we're out here in Vegas. In the meantime, because my time here is drawing to a close, I gotta go meet up with the buddies that brought me for one last round of Vegas adventures off the camera. So it's time to grab our mystery bag and go. You know what? It's still a little breezy. It feels like the wind is dying down. These two windstorms are connected. I really hope that means good things for Southern California, because it is bad out there right now. I have a lot of friends evacuating. It's crazy. It's hard to be like running around Vegas like, okay, supposed to be having a great time with my buddies. Meanwhile, at home, everything is absolute chaos. Like I said, our time is drawing to a close here in Las Vegas. I'm actually not even sure if I'm going to be able to see you again from this town, or if we're moving on in the morning to a new location, but we've had some epic adventures. I've walked thousands and thousands of steps, which is probably good for me. We've seen some very strange and unusual things, had a few laughs. I tried my hand at the penny slots, but unfortunately, I'm leaving Las Vegas just as poor as when I came here. I didn't make my fortune like I thought I would. That's okay. All things considered, I think I've done my duty. I can go home and sleep well. And there are tons and tons of adventures ahead of us, guys. We're barely into January. Lots more to come. Some epic adventures to be had, but those will have to start in the next video. Bye-bye.